Hi there, Jan here. Welcome back to my channel. Let me say first of all, I'm sorry about the light, but the light fades quite quickly here now as the nights start to draw in. But I'm doing the best I can. Hopefully it'll come out fine and you'll be able to see it. Okay, so this is the little dress that I made in the autumn pack of embellishments, and people have asked me how to make it. So I'm just showing you here that I made it quite a while ago, actually, that I put on a card, and this is it. I hope you can see it. I'm just going to hold it in a little bit closer. So it's actually really pretty. I think I'm quite pleased with it, but I'll show you a couple of versions of how to make it. So this one here was actually made with a 3-inch square of paper, but today I'm going to use a 4-inch square so that it's sort of a little bit easier for you to see. I'll try and go as slow as I can. I've got 2 pieces of paper here just so that I can go over it twice for you. And what we're going to make, I'm going to make it in 2 stages. So first of all, today I'm going to make the bodice of the dress, and that looks like this when it's finished. Here's some examples of them, and it's origami. And from there we attach the skirt so that, you know, it looks like this, and you can dress it up however you like. This one I made was a shabby chic one. I'm really pleased with it. Okay, so without much further ado, the only thing you're going to need is some quite thin paper. I'm using magazine paper. This happens to be double-sided, but you don't need it to be double-sided. One single-sided is fine. And this is photocopy paper that I just copied, you know, a picture from that I wanted. So you want something that's about, you know, a decent quality photocopy thickness of paper if you can. So it's not the very fine photocopy paper, but pretty much, you know, you don't want anything thicker than that, not for this size, otherwise it'll be too difficult to fold. Let me just check that I am actually in shot. Yeah, I am, which is good. Okay, so I'm going to get started on this one. It is really simple to do, but take it slowly, and my advice to you, my tip, is to practice it on some plain copy paper first, before you sort of get into folding your proper design paper. This one came out of a magazine, so it's about that sort of thickness, and this one, as I say, is actually a photocopy paper. Right, okay, so the first thing that you need to do is, I'll do this, no, I need to do this one first because I need it for the skirt. I'm going to make a separate video for the skirt because I'm going to show you 2 ways how to do it. Otherwise it'll just be too long. So the only thing you're going to need really for this today is a 4-inch square piece of paper, bone folder, and I find pointy tweezers are absolutely invaluable. You don't really need glue. You can use glue if you want to. I'll put it here, but you don't actually really need it, and that's all you need to do. And they're very quite easy and quick to make once you get the hang of it. Okay, so the first thing you need to do with your 4-inch piece of paper, just make a decision about which way up you want it to be, and I think I probably want it that way, and then turn it over. So it's the same way up, it's just turned over. This is gonna, I hope this doesn't confuse you too much, it's just that this is double-sided, and I'm saying to you that you'd probably better actually to do it single-sided. But anyway, right, okay, so the first thing we need to do with the back side that you're not going to use, so this is the front side that I am going to use, and I'm going to put that face down, and the first thing we need to do is to fold it corner to corner, and you have to be quite precise with your folds. So, you know, get it really take some time to get it lined up, get it really well, and bone folder use your yeah, your bone folder on pretty much all of the creases so that they're nice and flat and sharp. So you're going to fold it corner to corner, and you've got that. Okay, now we're going to open it up, and again with the reverse side showing, we're going to fold it the other corner to corner so that you'll end up with a like an X in the middle. So again, we're going to fold it nice and sharply with the bone folder, really define those creases. So now we have this with an X fold in the middle. So now we're going to turn it over, and we are going to fold it edge to edge. So now this is the right side facing, and we're going to fold it edge to edge, and we're going to match up those creases and just spend a few moments getting this really as good as you can get it. It really does depend a lot on how sort of accurate you are, so take your time. That's why I'm saying practice first on some copy paper so that you have a couple of goes at it. Right, now, so now we've got a crease across the middle, and now we are going to turn it 90 degrees, and we're going to fold it again edge to edge so that we have a crease going the other way, like that. I'm going to press that down like that, and when you open it up, you will see that you have creases going from corner to corner, corner to corner, across the middle, and up and down through the middle. Okay, so now pick your piece of paper up, and with your fingers underneath, just push the middle up, and you'll find that it goes quite naturally into the folds, because what you're trying to get is this triangle shape. Okay, so let me show you again. So you've got this piece of paper, this is the right side up, the side that you want the, you know, the bodice to be, like this. Have the pattern anyway, I'm going to have mine like that. You lift it up, pick your paper up, and as you push your finger up underneath, you'll see that it quite naturally wants to, these want to fold down and these corners want to fold up, so that you end up with this shape. Okay, like this. And then again, we're going to put the bone folder on it, and we're going to really reinforce those sharp lines, especially this one down here where the point is. Turn it over and give it another go. Right, okay, now you're going to have this piece of paper. So you've got these flaps here, this one and this one, and it is like that shape on the inside, but it comes out as a triangle. Okay, if you've got 3 flaps one side, for example, like that, that's not correct. You need 2 flaps each side. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to put this flat down with the triangle point facing down towards us, and the first thing we're going to do is take this top flap here on the right or the left, whichever one you want to do. My suggestion is for you to put your finger on the point, and we're going to carefully fold this up so that this line, this edge here, matches exactly with the fold line in the middle. Okay, so it takes a little bit of fiddling about, but you can do it quite simply. It's not difficult at all once you get the hang. And again, really reinforce it with the bone folder. Okay, so again, we're going to lift this flap, and we're going to make sure that this edge here touches the center fold line. We're going to fold it over, and we're going to reinforce it with the bone folder. And we're going to do exactly the same with the other side. So you're going to lift that flap like that. We're going to fold it over so that this exactly lines up with this bit, like this. Okay, and we're going to reinforce that. Can't kind of impress that enough. So now you have this shape. Okay, these two were down here, but now they've been folded into the middle like that with your point at the bottom. So now we're going to turn the whole thing over, and this time we're going to fold it downwards. So this edge here that we can lift up of this flap here is going to fold down, but it won't fold exactly into the center. It just won't do it. It won't fold it. So it's probably going to be about 1/8 of an inch away, and you follow that line down. The idea, basically, hold on, let's just do this bone folder business again. Right, the idea is that you get the top half of this flap here to run along and match exactly with that half, with that line there. That's the bit that has to match up. You can't do it any further than that because it won't allow you to do it. And there you'll see when you come to do it yourself that there's a gap of about, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch in the middle. And then you're going to do exactly the same with the other side. So you pick it up, you can see where the paper ends there, and you just bring this down as far as it will go, as long as it, do you see what I mean? It starts to try to lift itself if you try and go too far. So that does not go exactly down to the bottom. So I was just trying to show you that. It goes just slightly away from the bottom. Okay? And you have a gap in the middle. Now, say you have 1/16 of an inch on both pieces, you've now got an 1/8 of an inch gap in the middle. So hang on, that needs to be a little bit straighter than that. I haven't done that very well. I'm having to do this at arm's length as usual. Okay, so now you have this, yeah? So the front looks like that with these 2 points here, and the back that we've just been working on where you've brought these points down looks like this. Now comes the only tricky bit really, and that is that you're going to take this point here and hold this one down up here, and you're going to bring this over. It's a bit tight even using very thin paper, but you're now going to bring that one level with the center line, not the outside bit that you just folded, but the actual center line that starts up here. So this is now going to be in line with that. Let me put the bone folder over that, like that. Now it looks slightly crooked at the bottom, but that's fine. See, it doesn't match up with this one. This one's slightly less. It doesn't match up, but that's fine. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay, now you're going to do the same with this one. So you're going to press this into line. It might take a little bit of working on for a few moments, and you're going to get that in the center, like that. So now you have that shape, and you'll see that you have 2 little flaps here, these flaps here, and these have got an opening in them like that. You can actually put your tweezers or fingers up there like that, one on that side and one on that side, and that's where these little bits here are going to go, and that holds it all closed. So you want to pick up this bottom flap, and you're going to fold it up just to give it a little bit of a start line, level with the bottom of this, and you're going to do the same with the other one. Fold it up, level with the bottom of that bit. Okay, and now when you pull this down, you're going to be able to open this flap up here and pop this inside. This is where the pointy tweezers come in handy. if you've got shaky hands like me. So you post that inside there. It takes a little bit of feeding in. There we go. I hope you can see. Hope it's not too confusing. You just push it in as far as it'll go, so it makes like a little envelope like there. Okay, so this is your let me hold this up. Hopefully it's not gonna give the camera too many concerns. Right, okay, so you have this is the flap, and this is this little envelope gap here that you've created by folding this piece over. If you remember, it was like that. We then folded it over, and it's this piece here that you want, this little gap here, you see? And we're going to post this remaining little piece down here. We're going to post it inside. Okay, so it's a little bit fiddly, but it's doable, as I'm trying to show you. Right, let me put this down on the work surface so as I can do it. Now, if this does prove too fiddly and you can't be asked, you can actually apply a bit of glue to this and fold it up and stick it there. So you can either stick it there like that, or neater way is to post it inside this little gap here, which I'm struggling with, but there we go. Post it inside there. So I'm hoping this is actually clear for you, and that you can actually see what I'm doing. It's just that it's so small, and I'm at arm's length, but anyway, doing my best. If you've got any questions afterwards, just please ask. Right, okay, ask in the comments when you leave your thumbs up and your subscribe and your comment. Thank you. That's a bit cheeky of me, isn't it? But I really do need it, otherwise the YouTube algorithms won't show my videos. Right, okay, so that's now tucked tidily in there. The next one I do, I'll stick, so I'll show you what it looks like, but that holds it all together. Okay, now you turn it over and you have it this way up. So with this main point, and this bit here is on the card here, it's this bit, this bodice bit here, which is not too clear at the moment, but it will become clear. Hold on, let me show you one that I've done here. It's this bit, and that's the little bit at the bottom of the pointed, so the bodice is pointed down and it's got two side bits like that. Okay, so that's that. Make sure again that it's really, really pressed down. Can't stress that enough. Now you have at the top here, you have this point and this point from these two flaps. So what you need to do is fold these over the back like that, level with that back line there. You see? So you fold that over there and give it a good crease. And you fold that over there, creating a straight line, and give that a good crease as well, like that. Let me just make sure I'm still in. Oh, yes, just about. There we go. Right, now fold it back again. So put it up straight as it was, like that. And this time, fold it forward on that line. So it should come, this edge here should come down here. And the same with the other side. So basically, you're just making that crease go either way. Okay, let's push that over there a bit so it's straight. Right, then you open them up again. Now, in here is a pocket as well. So you need to open this pocket. Again, I'm going to use my tweezers to do it. So you open this pocket and holding it flat, you press it flat so that that comes across there like that. Okay, don't be sort of alarmed at this point. It is actually easier than you think. So you're going to open this up. Let me show you again very carefully. You're going to open this pocket up. It's so well folded I can't open it. There we go. Okay, and you're going to get this crease here to go down inside along that fold line like that. Okay, so now your bodice looks like that, and you can leave it like that. That's fine. That's absolutely perfect. You can put maybe a bit of lace or something around the bottom of it like that before you attach it to the skirt. Sort of fold a bit of lace around it. You can put a little bit of bling or something in the middle like a belt, so it looks like a belt. You can also, which I've done with this one, and I'm going to do with this one when I put the skirt on it, is you can actually take this bottom flap and fold it up. So it looks more like a top as opposed to like one of those bra shaped tops. So it folds up like that. As you can see on my one, I wasn't very accurate with my folding, naughty me, but it doesn't matter because you just simply trim it off so that it does look fine. There you go, no problem. Okay, and then you can put like a little trimming in the middle up here. You could put a bow up there. Let's see if I've got a bow, show you how it looks. Yep, there's a little bow that could go up there like that. You can do all sorts of things. You can dress this up exactly how you want to. And the other thing you can do is, if you have some narrow ribbon, which I don't have to hand, so I'm going to use this, you can make a couple of little straps. Just loop it over and make some straps, which would look very pretty. Yeah. Right, okay, so basically that's it done. That's how to do it. So eventually I'm going to stick that on the front there like that. So it looks like that on the back with the flaps folded inside, and it looks like that on the front, and that's your bodice, which is what I'm going to show, which is what I'm showing you today. So I'm going to go through it one more time with this piece. So you're going to start with, don't forget, a 4-inch square. It has to be a square. You're going to turn it over so that it's face down, and you're going to fold it across the corners like this, diagonally, and get as good a crease as you can. Okay, so I'm going to try and go a little bit quicker with this one. Reinforce it, open it up, go across the other 2 corners diagonally like this. Like I say, if you're a tiny bit out, it doesn't matter because you can just trim it off. Okay, so now you have that with the cross shaped corner to corner. You're going to turn it over face up, and you're going to fold edge to edge, top to bottom or bottom to top, however you prefer to do it. So I'm having to keep lifting this up so I can't see it to match it up. So I'm just doing the best I can with it at arm's length. There we go, like that. And then you're going to put it the other way, face up, and you're going to fold it the other way, edge to edge, like this. Here we go, like that. Then you're going to open it out, face up, the right side up, pick it up, and as you push your finger under the middle, you'll see the middle will pop up and these sides want to go down, and that's what we want. So we want these sides to both go down and for it to form a triangle with 2 flaps one side, 2 flaps the other side. And then we're going to really, really reinforce that point, because that gets quite thick with about 5 or 6, well, about 6 layers, I think, eventually. Turn it over, reinforce it again. Okay, now you're going to have it facing you, point down, and you're going to take this side here, this edge here of this top flap, and you're going to match it up to that crease line there. Okay, so you're going to, the easiest way to do it is to hold it down in the point like that. Where is the crease line there? I can't see it so clearly on this bit of paper. There we go. So that stands up like that. And this is going to be the front part of your bodice when it's finished. This one here, exactly the same for the other side. Oops. That needs to stand up there like that. And then you again really reinforce that crease. Now you can see here with my white bits that I haven't folded it absolutely exactly, but it's good enough. So that's with your point down, okay? Now you're going to turn it over, and this time we're going to put the points up, down, sorry. So on this side, they went up like that, and on this side, they're going to go down. So you find your crease, make sure that these 2 edges line up perfectly, and it won't meet in the middle, if you remember rightly. It's probably about 1/16 out. And I'm just turning it for ease for myself, but you do exactly the same thing with the other side. So you bring it down, that edge meets this edge, and again reinforce it. Okay, now if you've got thick paper, this is where it's a slightly tougher job, but it's not, you know, it's not impossible. So you run this down the back, you fold this over to the center point, which is there, and again really reinforce that. Really do it as tough as you can. And the same with this one, fold it over till they meet at the bottom like that, and reinforce it again. Completely reinforce it. Now instead, I said last time, is you don't have to tuck these inside, you can just stick them up. So that's what we're going to do with these ones. So I'm just going to get a little bit of wet glue and apply it here all the way down the point, and apply it here all the way down that point. You can see it really is simple to do. And then you can fold these just simply up and stick them down. You don't have to tuck them inside, but if you want to do it where you're not using any glue at all, then just pop them inside the little pocket that's made. But it really doesn't make that much of a difference. Let me just hold that for a few seconds. Okay, and you end up with that, which is exactly the same as what you've got here. It's just that those are tucked in. Then we're going to turn it over. We're going to fold this over the back so that it's level like that, and we're going to fold that one over the back as well so it's level. You should have a straight line between those 2 points, and we're going to reinforce that like that. and then you're going to fold them this way. It's just so that that crease is going to open easily for you. Sorry about my tummy, it always seems to be rumbling while I'm making a video. Okay, and we're going to fold this one back this way along that same crease line and reinforce it. And like I say, that's just to make it easier for you to open it up. Okay, then you put them both upright like that, and you open this piece up. Don't worry about anything to do with this, that's finished. It's this piece, and you open it up, I'm pushing my tweezers into the point in the middle just to hold it there to make it easier, and then you bring this point here over to meet this point here. So there to there. Like I say, sorry about my tummy. It's quite hard to see this paper because it's like all the same shade really, but that gives you that little kind of diamond shape there, which resembles a bra top. And you do the same with the other one. So the opening is on the outside. Put your tweezers in, or your fingernail, or whatever you can use. Open this up, push this down so that that corner meets that corner, like that. And then you just reinforce that, like that. And this one I'm going to leave so that it looks like a little bra top, like that. And then again, you can pop some glue in there just to hold that down. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue in here. Doesn't need much. I'm just going to hold that down. Pop a little bit of glue in this one. There and there, just to hold it down. Press that down. And then again, as I say, you can just use a little embellishment. I haven't got anything particularly small. Oh, I've got a little red bow. So obviously you wouldn't put a red bow on here, but here's a little bow, and you can just stick it in the middle, or you can put a little flower there, or whatever you want to do. Okay, and like I said before, you can put some lace edging around the bottom, like that. Sort of gather it up a bit maybe as you're sticking it down. Stick it to the back. So you'd stick it along here and along here. And yeah, it makes a very, very pretty bodice. I guess if you were really clever and you were very good at hand sewing, you could actually hand sew a crisscross on here like that and make this into a very, you know, using red or something, make it into a very sexy bodice with some lace down it or some lines down it as if it was those bones. Okay, so today we've got this one with the flaps down. We've got this one, and I'm just going to stick those flaps up because I'm probably not going to put straps on this, but if you are, then pop the straps inside before you stick this bit over. Now, this one on this card was made with a 3-inch square, so it's that much smaller. But honestly, practice on a 4-inch or even a 6-inch square first, because a 3-inch square comes out to that size, and a 4-inch square comes out to quite a bit bigger, really, fair bit bigger. And a 6-inch square would probably come out to about that sort of size, so that you can really see what you're doing. But have a practice first, and then tomorrow I'm going to show you how to make 2 different versions of this skirt. Okay, so I hope you found that useful. That's our 2 bodices for today, and I'll just put those alongside the ones that I'd already done. This one's a really zazzy one, I love it, but I can't find anything that goes with it for a skirt unless I do black. This pretty summery one in blue, another lovely summery one in yellow, But yeah, okay, well, thank you for watching. I hope you found that useful. If you could please leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and maybe leave a comment. That really does help me with YouTube. Thank you very much for your time. Take care. Bye.